Hi friends, today we're going to be doing something a little bit impulsive. I recently had to rearrange my desk. I got some new secondhand furniture for my room that made it so I had to push my desk all the way against the wall on my room. I had to reconsider some of the things that I had on my desk, and it kind of inspired me. You guys have seen on my channel the whole progression of my desk from when I had my laptop and I just wanted to make my desk a little bit more functional and cute, to building my own PC, moving it to a different apartment. But I feel like my cozy gaming space has always been kind of in the making. It's never felt entirely complete. There's always been things that I wanted to add and improve. And since I was rearranging things recently, it made it clear for me that it was time to do a mini setup makeover where I add the things that I know are gonna improve my sitting at my desk experience. And I also decided on one thing that was entirely impulsive. Let me show you the things that we are going to be changing in my desk today. The first thing I got is a monitor desk mount. I have been wanting one of these forever. This is going to be such a huge improvement for my setup because even though I have my monitor raised and that does help with my posture a lot, because of the way that my setup is, I still have to look down when I look at my monitors, which is actually not very good for your posture. I just need them to be a little bit higher for me to be staring right in front of me, if that makes sense. I'm really looking forward to changing that. I feel like not only is it going to be like a really practical upgrade for me, but it'll also be really nice to have my monitors off of my desk. The next thing I got for my desk is this under desk cable management tray. At the moment I have one of those cable management boxes and I have that right under my desk. It works just fine for me to hide my wires, but it's not very practical because where I had to position it in order for it to make sense for me is right where my feet are. So I always feel slightly worried that I'm gonna move some wires with my feet and mess everything up. It doesn't give me a lot of space for me to move my legs. I've been really pining over one of those because by raising the wires from the ground, then it gives your desk a more clean feel, which I am a sucker for cable management. It's like the unsung hero of a cozy desk. Another thing that I decided I wanted to add was this LGBTQ they are gay LED lights. Since I had to push my desk toward the wall, it's like right in the corner, which means especially when I'm working on my desk at night, I don't have a lot of light. And I really love the look of LED lights behind a desk because not only does it give you light, but it also gives it that really nice cozy glow. You're sensing a theme here. It's a good balance between practical and aesthetic, which is how I like to go about things. Now, second to last is another thing that I'm very excited for, and it is one of these under desk drawers that you can just stick under your desk. I have had some of these before and these guys stick for real. Like on my last desk I had one similar to that one and I accidentally pasted it crooked and it just kind of stayed crooked forever. I couldn't move it. I really wanted to have a drawer because I recently got a Stream Deck. I also got an interface for streaming. I just thought it would be really nice and sleek to be able to keep them be able to keep them in a drawer, have them in a way kind of hidden. And now this is the part where I got a little bit impulsive, okay? I got some wallpaper. Have I ever put wallpaper on a wall? No. Do I know how to do it? Not in practice. I did watch a YouTube video about it, but so I have decided to do a whole wallpaper wall right behind my desk in this corner. It's just gonna be an accent piece behind my desk. I don't know if it's gonna look any good. It's like a nice beige color with white stripes. I'm gonna put a picture of the pattern here so that you can actually get a feel of what that looks like. I feel like it's just gonna be really nice to give a little bit of texture to the wall. I'm really nervous about this. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm sure it'll be fine. If you want to watch a full tour of my desk before these changes, you can go ahead and watch that here, I think, or there. One of the two. The first thing I want to do before I do all of the other bits for my desk is putting the wallpaper. It's almost 6 p.m. here. I don't know how long this is gonna take me. Here we go. Alright, time for me to take everything off my desk. Take that shelf down too. I forgot I have to do that. Let's do it. I have something to stretch it with, and then a knife to cut it with, so. Oh boy. What the hell? It came with some stickers. It's about to make me cry. I love butterflies. Oh my god. I'm also afraid of heights. The wall is not straight. It's fine. Doesn't matter. Doesn't have to be perfect. If I have enough, I'll do the bottom part, but I'm afraid I'll run out, and the top part is more important to me, so. Last one. Ay, mi estrés. I'm really pleased with that. Ta-da! I can't believe I did that. I think this is a good amount of wallpaper for the desk, but I'm gonna put the desk against the wall to see if it actually makes sense. It's perfect! Obviously, ignore the mess, but are you seeing the vision? I'm so excited. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the monitors in the monitor stand, because that way I can see how tall I want them so that I can put the shelf on top. Tiny scissors make an appearance again. I really hope these fit. I didn't check before buying it. I'm not gonna. is what it's looking like so far. I know you can see that and it looks really bad, but we'll figure that out tomorrow. I really love the way the monitors look. I think I'm gonna try having one monitor in front of me and then one curved like that and see how I like it. I usually use just one monitor for editing and then the other one for like getting images and other stuff like that. Or if I'm streaming, I will have game in this screen and then chat and my OBS and all of it in this other screen. So I think it'll work out fine in this way, but you know, if I don't like it, I can always change it back. The next thing I want to do, however, is put the drawer here because I want to try and figure out the wire situation. So when I had to unplug a lot of things, so I want to try and figure out where I want to put what so that tomorrow I can focus more so in the cable management of it all. You can see the mess down there. Let's get into it. I'm sure that's safe. Don't look at me like that. Okay. Take this. Oh, sorry, you didn't see me do it, but it's on there. I have a drawer. It is the next day. Let me show you the situation right now. This is what it's looking like at this moment. This morning I actually finished the rest of the wall, which I think looks a lot better. Now the next thing I want to do is figure out a way that I can open a hole in the back of this drawer so that I can get the wires out. And you might be thinking, Illy, wouldn't it have been easier to just open the hole before putting the drawer on the desk? And to that I say, yes. But we are where we are. So we're gonna try to make do. After that, the only thing I'm missing is doing cable management and then doing the last touches for the decorations. So let's do it. I'm gonna use a glue gun, see if I can melt it. I'm really hoping I can melt it. It's not working, lads. Let's try the it needs to be bigger, but it's something. Don't try this at home, by the way. Perhaps I'll try to make it bigger other ways. This is not gonna be safe, so I'm not gonna record that. We did it. We did it. The sweater had to come off because I was sweating, but there is a hole in the drawer, which means I can plug in all of the things into the computer. I'm really pleased with that. Also, there's a lot of wires, as you can see, that need to be sorted now. The next thing I want to do is plug in the LED lights. I figured it'll be easier to do it right now before I push the desk back and figure out all the wires and everything. So exciting! Oh, this is gonna look so nice at night. I can't wait. Okay, now that the lights have been installed, I'm gonna go ahead and decide where all of the different parts are gonna go so that I can figure out the cable management from this. And this is the after. really proud with how it turned out. I put on the shelf earlier today, and I also did this wooden trim, which I most definitely did with a glue gun, but you could never tell. I can't believe how different it looks with just a couple of changes. The difference in the cable management is huge. I don't think I've ever had such clean cable management under my desk. Really recommend those trays. There's only one thing left for me to do. As you can see, I can't really push this all the way back because there's a tube here. So I'm going crafty. Today I'm actually receiving one of those hole makers for your drill, and I'm gonna go a little wild and make a hole here so that I can push this all the way back and have a little more space here. I'm really looking forward to that. I think it's gonna be like the last piece to make it all come together. And that is it. That is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, please comment below a little plant emoji so that I know you made it this far. One thing that I also need help with is this shelf. I don't know what to put on it. I was thinking maybe a print of some sort. What kind of print do you think would look good on there? I honestly have no clue and I need your help. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give it a like. It really does help my channel. And subscribe if you haven't already. I feel like it happens to me all the time that I've been watching someone's videos for a really long time and then I realized I was never subscribed. So let this be your little reminder. Most importantly, remember to take care of yourself, have some rest, have some water, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.